We are here at Alabama Family Trust, and with me is Executive Director Lesley Byars, and we're in your new office in Vestavia.
Yes.
Thank you for having us. I think, first of all, would you share a little bit about the mission of Alabama Family Trust as it relates to serving families right here in Alabama?
Okay. Our mission is to help Alabama families who have elderly individuals, disabled children, to help them put their money in trust so that they can qualify for government benefits such as Medicaid or SSI, or keep their government benefits. And when they put their funds in a trust with us, those assets are not counted for purposes of qualifying for Medicaid.
Mm-hmm.
And then those funds can be used to pay for things that Medicaid won't pay for, to enhance their quality of life, such as if they're in a nursing home, to help them with a private room differential or cable or phone or just anything that government benefits won't pay for that would make their life better.
Mm-hmm.
We were created by the Alabama legislature in '94.
Wow.
So we've been serving Alabama families since that time. And
More than 30 years. right?
Yes,
Wow.
yes, more than 30 years. And our mission here is to help these families make decisions about their loved ones easier. And we are a nonprofit, so our focus is on service, not profit, and that's what makes us so special.
Mm-hmm. Well, talk a little bit about the different trusts. So there's a couple different trusts, correct?
Right.
Okay.
So we have what's called a first party trust, and then we have third party trust. First party trusts are set up with the individual's own funds. In other words, their life savings, their retirement assets. Maybe a family's received a settlement for a child that was hurt in some way in an accident or a birth injury. And so they don't want that child to not have the ability to apply for benefits later. So they put it into a trust with us, and then a family member always acts as a representative with our trust and directs us how to spend the funds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So talk a little bit about what's involved in setting up a trust. When I started looking into it, it's really not that difficult, right?
We start a trust with as little as $1,500. So a common misconception is that trusts are for the wealthy. That is not true. We take as little as $1,500 to start the trust. And a lot of times people will be going into the nursing home and have a home to sell. So to meet the resource limit, they will need to place their funds with us or spend those funds down. And they don't have to spend those funds down right away because they can put it in the trust with us. It's not counted for purposes of resources, and then they can use their money as they need it.
So really made, a big difference.
Yeah, and let
right?
me just say, I didn't cover the third party trust, but third party trusts are usually a grandparent or a parent's funds. So the funds are coming from a third party. And whereas the first party trust does have a Medicaid payback,
Okay.
the third party trust does not have a Medicaid payback. And so we have some of both.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
types.
Well, and I think you answered this, but I think, in terms of another myth as far as that the idea of putting money in the trust does not put government benefits at risk. Is that
That's
correct?
right.
Okay.
If they, some people are already getting SSI, and then they may come into an inheritance or some other source of funds that was unexpected, and so they would lose their benefits if they don't spend it down in a month or a short amount of time, or they can put it with us. And then it's disregarded by the government for purposes of keeping their SSI benefits.
Which makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of people learning more about Alabama Family Trust, what's really the best way to do that?
Well, they can call us here. They can come by our office. We love to meet with people. Some people use attorneys to get the documents drawn up. We can also help get those documents completed. They can go to our website or call us either way. So we're happy to meet with folks.
Well, thank you so much for what you do, because it's, I mean, a really important service to families in our community that many may not know about.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Okay.